Yeah, I'm starting with you now.
Oh, okay.
Here. Hold on.
Here, kid, are you starting or what?
We're both starting. Here, do you want to start off, like, talking?
Yeah.
All right.
Let's go.
All right. We're back.
Wow. We're back. Notre Dame Dons basketball is back.
Yeah, I mean, you know, a little bit of technical difficulties right there. Got it done quickly, you know.
Sound issues, but our
we got it back.
Tech crew is amazing with getting everything done.
Yeah, that is true.
So,
as we're about to see tip-off here, so, you know, this is my first basketball game.
As so is mine.
Okay, that's what I was gonna ask. Is this your first basketball game?
It certainly is.
All right, that's great. That's great because, you know, two pretty unexperienced basketball commentators.
You know, I have to say, Caden, I am very excited for this game. There's a lot of big rivalries in Chicago. You've got Notre Dame versus Loyola, Notre Dame versus Viator, Loyola versus New Trier. But there's nothing quite like Notre Dame versus Pat's.
This is probably one of the oldest in the state, as St. Pat's wins the tip. So yeah, here we are going to see Thomas taking out the ball, picking it up as it gets out to the corner. Taking out to the corner, the three.
And that is
off.
No good.
Rebounding Kevin Perez. Number 1, Liam Ingles taking it up the floor. Taking his time, you know, I'm excited to see. These are pretty even matchups for both JV and varsity. You know, we're focused more on varsity as that ball goes out of bounds and it's going to go St. Pat's way.
Every basket here matters.
Oh, yeah. I mean, yeah, that's almost every basketball game.
But I'm saying this game more so than ever, it's going to be it's going to be very tight.
Yeah, they're both, very offensive teams. You know, they got shooters. There's people on both teams that can shoot the ball. You know, ND has big men. St. Pat's, lacking a little bit on that, but like right there, number 25, Ryan Burt. As I just said, they have more shooters that can shoot the ball. ND has one more big guy, Jason Fowler, down there. But, it's a pretty even matchup either way.
Yeah, I have to agree with you on that regard.
See what he could do here. Takes it up. The and one. Oh, my goodness.
Section goes wild.
Yeah, that's probably the loudest I've ever heard this place in a while. Last game, last ND St. Pat's game, what was that? 1.5 years ago, 2 years ago?
Just about 2 years ago at this point.
Yeah, so,
As Fowler now goes for a free throw here.
Yeah, see if he can convert the three-point play. And he makes it.
This bullpen, as we go on throughout the night, is going to get more and more packed.
It's packed already, and it's the start of the JV game. So I can't even imagine varsity.
Oh, for sure. So as you can see,
Thomas. Oh, and here's a steal by Leo Federico, taking it up. The pass. Oh, almost missed. Oh, boy. That. Collisions, everything. Oh, man. That was so much. I wanted to name people, couldn't even tell what was happening. Steal down on St. Pat's side, back on ND. Is that going to be? That's going to be St. Pat's ball right there on the out of bounds line.
That was a very fast play there. I look down at my roster and I look up and it's a different possession.
Yeah. As we saw that there, tried to convert the dunk. Didn't quite go there, but I feel like we're going to see that again tonight.
I'm sure we will.
And here comes Thomas with the ball in the backcourt.
Thomas now over to Nano.
Into the paint, takes it out. Into the corner. In the paint. That's a nice floater right there. As number 11, Thomas gets it right there. 5-3 St. Pat's so far. Still pretty even. Here comes the three-pointer. Just off, little long. And there goes Jason Fowler down. He gets back up. And there's Nano with the layup. Now it is 3-7, as I just mentioned, so we have to see a couple more ND possessions here that they can convert on offense.
I think we'll see something right here. I have a feeling. Let's see.
Moving the ball around, gets it out to the corner. The three, just off. No rebound there, or rebound for St. Pat's, I should say.
Yeah.
As it gets taken up, number 24, Harper Krolak. And just in and out as here comes ND. Looks like they're slowing down the pace a bit, been kind of high, fast-paced throughout the first quarter.
I feel like that's going to be their key, is keeping it maybe just a little bit slower pace.
Oh, Liam Ingalls, another and one. Wow, just taking it right to the paint. You love to see that. Just, being aggressive, making sure that if you are going to be aggressive like that, try to draw the foul, which he did, and he converted. So, I feel like we're going to see a lot of that tonight, a lot of aggressiveness from both teams.
Yep. And here we're about to see Liam Ingalls go for the extra point.
As Ryder Raya comes in, and he's the only freshman on this team, so to see him come in this early, might be a bit of a surprise as Ingalls converts the three-point play. So, yeah, as I was saying, Raya, only freshman on the team, that surprises me that, he comes in this early as a freshman, as there's good defense. Number 25, Ryan Burt with the missed three, as here comes the fast break. Into the paint. That's another layup. Number 22, Kevin Perez.
And Notre Dame takes the lead 8-7 with 3:50 to go in the quarter.
So far, ND's had 2 missed shots. I mean, not 2 missed shots. As number 11, Thomas takes it to the paint again. As I was saying, ND, taking a couple threes, missed them. So, they've focused on the primarily in the paint so far. So I think we're going to see a lot more of that tonight. Here comes a cross-court pass
to Ingalls.
Back out to the corner.
To Fletcher.
And that gets taken away. Here comes a fast break by Harper Krolak. Out to the corner. Thomas in trouble. Into the paint. That's a steal. It looks like he's going to try to... Oh, no. It looked like he was going to try to slow it down a bit, and then got pressured. Here comes another cross-court pass.
To Perez.
Oh, wow.
Oh.
Looking for a foul there. So here comes a fast break. And rejected by number 23, Leo Frederigo. That's how you get back on defense right there.
Oh, yeah.
And it looks like we're having a mass timeout right here with 3 minutes and 1 second left to play in this first quarter. We will be
And we come back
with a different voice.
Different voice. I'm here now. I was supposed to be here from the get-go, but we had some problems, and I think we got them fixed.
The audio.
We got it fixed. So thanks for sticking with us. And good thing it happened during JV.
Yeah.
That's no slander to the JV guys, because this is an environment unlike anything they've ever played in before in probably their entire lives.
Oh, I have to agree, because 2 years ago, before the pandemic hit, these gentlemen that you're seeing tonight were still in grade school.
It's a very interesting atmosphere. The passing section is filled. The bullpen has spilled over into the old band pit. It's probably the biggest student section I've ever seen here.
And it's going to continue to grow.
It's going to just keep on growing as the night progresses. We're glad you're with us here for Notre Dame St. Patrick sophomore basketball. The varsity game will be beginning at 7 p.m. So we got a little ways to go. Harper Krolak from the line, and he will miss his first. Now for St. Patrick, one of their big games, and although this isn't necessarily going to coincide with their varsity, but it's making their free throws. As a program, they're pretty good at converting over 80% of their free throw attempts.
Wow, that's an interesting stat there, that over 80% converted.
They've been pretty good from the line so far, as Kevin Perez will bring up, swings over to Ingles, finds Raya in the corner, and French almost lost it, but Frederigo comes up with it. Raya tries to go in for the layup and won't get it. And St. Patrick will take it back. Drive up and a spin, and a travel is called on Antoine Thomas. And that gets the bullpen riled up. You're going to see it a lot tonight.
And it's only going to get better.
It's only going to get better. The atmosphere is going to play a huge role in tonight's game in both of today's contests. Inglis from the wing. He's going to toss it back on over. And now fakes. And now a traveling violation called on Inglis. Tried to Euro step a little bit there, got caught in traffic. And it results in a turnover. Checking in is Eduardo Pescatore for the Dons. And now to inbound is Krolak. It's a 10-8 St. Patrick lead here in the first quarter of sophomore basketball, but it has the exact feeling of a varsity matchup.
I have to agree with you. This game's going to come down to within 5 points, I have a feeling, for the final score.
A lot of ball movement on the perimeter. Drive in, puts it up, no good is Krolak. And it will be Inglis to come away. Before the game, if you caught us before we broke down and fell apart, it's Christmas night here at Notre Dame.
I'm definitely, as I look out at the student section, I see a lot of Christmas sweaters out there for sure.
High pass from Pescatore, and it's going to result in another turnover. And already just about 6.5 minutes into this game, and there's been a lot of turnovers.
Oh, yeah.
The crowd continues to grow. This is expected to be a max capacity crowd by the time the night is done. Dishes back over, finds the corner. Krolak back over to O'Malley. And on the reverse is Christopher Kopp. And St. Patrick has gotten themselves out to a 4-point lead. Dishes to the corner. And off is Fouche. Another drive in, the spin, the dish. Kopp with another one. Chris Kopp putting one down. Finds French in the corner. Little too much mustard on that one. And Krolak gets himself a rebound. Leiden was thinking about a corner three there. And more dishing. Wow. Patrick Leiden from the wing buries it. And St. Patrick has gotten themselves out to a 9-point lead in the closing seconds here of the first quarter.
It is still early in the game, so anything can happen here. But one thing I've noticed so far is a couple of missed three-pointers from the Dons here early in the game. That is one thing I have noticed here.
Tries a floater, and Perez gets it down. So the Dons are able to get to double digits before the quarter comes to an end, but St. Patrick has the early advantage. 17-10, Shamrocks lead. We are back for the second quarter.
It's been an interesting start so far to this game with St. Patrick's pulling an early lead. We'll see the second quarter. Do they keep it up or do the Dons pull back ahead?
I think that's going to be a very interesting storyline. They got the support about, 600 of their students behind them. And like we said just a couple of minutes ago, this is the biggest Notre Dame crowd, at least, of their students that we've probably ever seen. And, this speaks to how this rivalry was missed last year. It was played with no fans, a curling court. I remember my freshman year. I don't remember the student section being this big. It was contained to those middle two sections before the entryway to the varsity locker room. But this time it has spilled over. And I think if it wasn't barricaded off on the far left side, it would take up that entire front row.
Well, as I look out, students are starting to fill in the upper sections too, so.
Look out. French got it tipped. Burnell dishes off to the corner. Got the fake. French for the open look. Too much on it, but Jason Fowler. You might know him as a varsity defensive end, but don't sleep on the 6'5" center in the paint. Crashing boards, getting the easy layups.
And that
one's going to go to St. Patrick. You know, I talked about this. We have been doing a couple Resurrection games. I talked about height differences. Resurrection is a senior by the name of Christina Simonetti, who's 6 foot. The first game she was eligible to play in at home, she had about a 5 foot height differential on any of the other St. Edward's Green Wave players. Today, Jason Fowler has about a 4-inch difference on these St. Patrick players, and we're going to have a foul called.
That is the one thing Caden and I talked about, is that these Pats guys are definitely a little bit shorter than some of our guys. That is for sure.
The tallest player that St. Patrick has is Antoine Thomas, coming in at 6'1". So Fowler's got about 4 inches on him, and I still think he's maybe 6'6". You stand up next to the kid, and he is just massive.
I'm sure he would look a lot taller.
But look at some of the guys that he's guarding right now. They're about 7 inches shorter than him as Pescatori. Kevin Perez buries it and has now cut it to a 3-point game. Turnover.
To Perez.
Can't get the bucket in transition. Fowler tried to get it, and it's going Pat's way. Foul game really hasn't been much of a problem yet this far, as we've only seen 5, 3 of them coming from the Shamrocks. Krolak to bring up, guarded heavily by Ingles. Thought about a 3 from the wing. Was Alicia. More fakes out. It looks like we're going to get a charge foul. As Purnell gets called. Now 3 on the Dons. You know, foul trouble may come into a play a little bit later in the quarter. You know, we'll see what happens.
Right now there's only 6.
Only 6 so far, 3 for each side. But you never know. These two teams do not like each other. It could get real physical real fast. There's a turnover. Ingles. Try to get a little too fancy there, and it winds up going right back St. Patrick's way. Drive in. A little too much there by Curran. I'd say it's been a pretty fast-moving game. We're only 20 minutes from the start, and we're almost halfway through. There's a 3-point attempt. No good. And that one's going St. Patrick's way. The refs have been supporting the Shamrocks quite a bit here tonight when it comes to change of possession, balls getting knocked out of bounds. How that goes the rest of the night, we'll have to see. And remember, there's only 2 referees for sophomore games. Corner 3.
No good.
Off the mark. And a foul called. Looks like they're going to call that one on Christopher Kopp. Frederigo will inbound. 4:30 to play. Left in the half. McFadden back off to Ingles. Finds Frederigo. Dishes off to McFadden. Takes the 3. A little off. Another turnover. It looks like we got a tripping Fowler not pleased with that one. And I'd say this is starting to get a little physical.
Oh, yeah. Well, we'll have to see how it goes by the end of the game. Because I have a feeling this could get a little bit more physical towards the end.
I think as the game continues to progress, this place starts to pull up a little bit more. The heat's going to be on. Little floater, nice and easy for Krolak. And now it extends the lead to 5, where the Dons really have struggled to score coming out of the break between the first and the second, only putting up 4. And there's another turnover. The Euro step not able to get it to fall down.
And it is now Notre Dame's ball.
Dons will take it back. And, you know, this was one of the very interesting storylines that was coming into the varsity game, at least. Are the lights going to shine bright? Are the players going to take matters into their own hands? McFadden for the open look, puts it down.
The score now 17-19.
Brendan Fletcher puts it down.
Oh.
We'll let the crowd do the talking on that one. I think that's going to be the theme of the night.
I kind of like that theme. Let the crowd decide.
So we're going to take our second quarter intermission. We'll be off with them, and be right back.
And we are back just like that with 3 minutes and 7 seconds to go in the half. The current score is 17 Dons, 19 Shamrocks. Interesting start to the game, to say the least, seeing quite a few turnovers back and forth throughout this quarter especially. Don't you agree with me on that one?
Yeah, it's definitely been a much more defensive battle here in the second quarter, where we saw 24 points come out of the first. And we've had, maybe 12 here in this second quarter. It's definitely been a little bit more of a lockdown defense type of approach, but then a lot of turnovers. There's been a lot of offensive mistakes thus far as Inglis tries to drive into the basket, gets his own rebound, dishes to Frederigo, kicks out Fletcher, and the officials, I thought I heard a whistle.
I did too.
Takes the 3. Who needs a whistle when Ryder Raya buries one, and the Dons have their first lead of the night.
Uh-oh. And the student
And the banter's starting early. Oh, here we go. Here we go. Something happened. And it got rowdy quick.
Oh, boy.
And this is how it expected to be for the rest of the night, folks. So that's what it was. Somebody blew a whistle, and it sounded like it came from the Pat sideline, and it got the officials all riled up, and then it got the student sections going at it with each other. So that's what that stoppage of play was. Can't get that to fall, and Fowler with the rebound. And Andrew, I think that speaks to what we're going to be seeing the rest of the night. Shenanigans between the two sides is going to cause some disruptions to the game, and it's starting in the first half of the JV game.
Oh, yeah. I can't wait to see what the varsity game
Ryder Raya
does it again. That's 2 in about a minute, which is great.
It's now a 4-point Notre Dame lead.
Now it's
And a
2 point.
traveling violation. Wow.
And the student section is
They're
happy.
getting riled. If you thought 2 years ago was something,
This is
this is going somewhere. Oh my. We got a long night ahead of us,
oh yeah.
but an exciting one at that. This is one both schools have been looking forward to for weeks. Fowler through traffic, buries it. 6-point game.
You know, going back to what you were saying a minute earlier,
There's a block. And I think there's going to be a shooting foul on that.
you know, getting back to what you were saying just a few seconds earlier, this is a game that we've been waiting for weeks. And like same here, like that's all I've been thinking all week during finals about this game.
Hey, you
And
should have been prioritizing your Spanish grade.
I did
That wasn't
prioritize.
smart.
Hi, Mr. Leishman.
Andrew's favorite teacher that he doesn't have in class, as we now have both, as Jason Fowler will check out, Jaden Fowler will check in. That's right. There's two Fowlers. 32 is Jaden Fowler. 33 is Jay's son. And Jaden, and that's going the Don's way. From our vantage point, that sure looked like Fowler got a hand on it. Well, that's going Notre Dame's way as Raya will inbound.
To Ingles.
Ingles off to Frederigo, drives, kicks back.
Back to Frederigo.
We'll have a little more movement.
Back to Ingles.
Raya, short, got his own rebound, and getting the hand up is Tyler Alicia. Contested three, missed, and Fowler with the rebound. Oh, but he dishes it out. It was a little high for Ingles. And it's going to be Shamrock ball. Now, Liam Ingles is only 5'7". He's not the tallest of basketball players. He's actually tied for second shortest on this team.
The shortest being Roland Fouch at 5'6".
But he's proven that height does not matter. Notre Dame's Chris Paul, as Frederigo is going to come away with the steal. Frederigo fakes the three, drives in, left it a little too low. St. Patrick will take it over. Under 30 seconds to go. Takes one for three, no good. Declan O'Malley misses one from the corner. And now here the Dons are going to try and catch their breath, run things down. They have a 6-point lead.
Oh.
That was a high pass from Ingles, and Kevin Perez tried to get up and go for that one, but it ends up being a little too high for him. St. Patrick will take over with 12.7. Driving. Puts up. Got it to fall. Alicia puts it down, and St. Patrick gets 2 points before the end of the half. Notre Dame leads by 4. We're going to send things down to the floor. The JV cheer team takes over from here.
And we are back just like that for the second half. Interesting start so far to the first half, seeing St. Patrick up in the first quarter, and then Notre Dame obviously taking the lead. Current score being 25-21. It's a coin toss at this point. Third quarter, we saw St. Pat's up in the first, just like I said, and then Notre Dame came back. So
yeah,
anything's possible.
Sorry, sorry, it's really loud. Yeah, we saw St. Pat's take the lead in the first. I think that kind of sparked something inside of ND. Let them, realize, this isn't a game to play around with. You have to play as hard as you can if you want to win this game. And so far, in the second quarter, they came out and, they did what they needed to do, and now they have a lead. So
the student section has also gotten more riled up, especially second quarter.
Can you turn me down a little bit? And here we go. And it's the third quarter of this.
With Thomas with the ball. Oh, over to O'Malley.
That's Nano. Number 25, Ryan Bird in the corner, just off. Ingles with the rebound, taking it up the floor now. We've seen Ingles is a pretty good point guard in the way that, he controls the tempo of the game. And here comes a pass at the paint.
And that is out of bounds.
And it's going to be Notre Dame's ball. Sorry, he controls the tempo very well. If it's, been kind of hectic, he'll slow it down by bringing the ball up, in a nice and easy way. So as that ball gets stolen,
with Nano over to Thomas.
You see a drive here and a nice pass, and then even better finish by Kern. So first points of this quarter, just about a minute in.
Ingles to Federico.
See what they could do with the ball here.
Back to Ingles.
Possession. And they lose it. Here comes another fast break. Thomas picking it up all by himself. And that's going to be
tie game.
Another layup. All right.
Kaden, that's one thing I noticed a lot this first half is that there was a lot of turnovers, especially from the inside.
Offense, and if they can play well on defense. And there comes a boss layup and a foul.
Will it be Don's ball now?
No, it's free throws.
Free throw. Never mind.
No, it's fine. It's fine.
Hey, first time jitters.
No, it's fine. Hey, same with me. I guess. As here comes Kern with 2 free throws, and it's the atmosphere has gotten even bigger in the past, a couple minutes. As here comes the first free throw, and it goes in with a high bounce. Many more fans have been coming in slowly, so I'm excited to see that, especially for varsity. This place is not going to be, quiet.
This place is going to be loud.
Yeah, it's not going to be quiet. Let's just say that.
But you know what? This is what high school's all about. All the fun. And that second one is good.
So now St. Pat's comes out with a, very quick lead, 27-25. As right here, like I said, their defense is very good, forcing passes like that.
Oh.
As there's a foul.
I think that's going to be one of the fun things, but also one of the things that's going to cause some issues in the game is the large student section. Yeah. I feel like that's going to put a little bit of pressure on the players, because obviously if you look out at that other side, even the upper deck is like
exactly
75%
only
full.
A few empty seats, and I feel like those might get filled up by the time the varsity game starts. As here's Kevin Perez at the line for 2.
And that is good.
Drills the first one. second shot. You know, I haven't been able to watch too much of these JV games, but, you know, it seems like they haven't making their free throws so far. Here comes the second, and he drains it. That's going to be a tie game now. This is going to be a close one.
I agree with you.
With the way they're both playing right now, by the time those last 2 minutes come in the fourth quarter, you know.
It's going to get very, very rowdy those last 2-3 minutes.
Yeah.
From both sides.
Oh, looks like a bit of a mishap on defense as Thomas takes it to the paint and gets it to go in. You know, he's been kind of the leading scorer.
Oh. It's Pat's ball. And Christopher Kopp with the rebound, and that one is in. And while the players take a quick timeout here, we will stay on. 4:26 left to go here in the third quarter. Shamrocks are leading 31-27, but like we've been talking about this whole game, it's gone back and forth a few times, and it will continue to go back and forth until the clock runs out in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, exactly. I feel like those last couple minutes are just going to be crazy. You know,
rowdy,
just back and forth points and fouls is what I'm feeling.
You know, not too many fouls so far in this third quarter.
Yeah, I mean, both teams have limited their fouls very well. You know, like both teams, I believe, ending with only 5 fouls in the first half of the game, which is good. You know, usually some teams get 5 fouls in the first quarter of the game. So,
sure.
You know, it's good that they're both limiting their fouls as we come back from this timeout. Dons need to make a great offensive run here, you know, to get the momentum back. They had it at the end of the second half, and, you know, they kind of lost it as St. Pat's came out very hot. You know, they came out, you know, driving into the lane, and, of course, they made their layup. So, you know, we need to see a great offensive possession, the next couple of possessions from ND if they want to get their momentum back.
Sure. And like I think we were talking about earlier, I'm not sure if it was with you or with Danny, but there were some missed three-pointers early in the game, start of the first quarter.
Yeah.
I think you were with me at that point.
Yeah, I think that was me, yeah.
I think if we see...
There comes another three from Brennan Fletcher, just off. As St. Pat's grabs the rebound. Sorry, what were you about to say?
No, I'm going to say the key for the Dons here going forward is, you know, if they could drop a few threes, that'll be good, but limit the amount of fouls, and more importantly, what I've noticed is the amount of turnovers.
Yeah.
I think if they limit their turnovers, I think that's going to be their
That's exactly what I was going to say. Defense and turnovers, you know, as long as they can limit their turnovers and, you know, get steals on defense, they can execute on offense. I mean, like we've seen it. So here comes a three from number 21, Nano. So as I was saying, you know, both teams can execute on offense. We've seen it so far. But as here comes a double team and a breakaway in the corner for three. No shot there. Back out to the top, drives, back to the corner, into the paint, stolen by St. Pat's. And a foul is called. That doesn't look too happy about that one. Looks like he might have just been going for the ball. But sorry, as I was trying to say, you know, both teams can execute on offense. So, you know, if they can just execute on defense and limit their turnovers, of course, you know, it's just whoever can make more shots at this point, really.
Yeah. And it's whoever can, you know, keep the ball in their possession. If the ball's in their possession, you can make the shot.
Exactly. All right, it looks like there's a math timeout, but I do not believe. And we are going off. And
And we are back, just like that. We just witnessed a pretty interesting shouting match between both student sections.
Yeah, I do believe one of the, I'm not sure if this is right, but it looks like maybe one of the Slow Shea members is out here. You know, he's seen to film the crowds. You know, they had to get rowdy for that.
Yeah, it does look like that. But I think Notre Dame won the louder student section award for this one.
Yeah, I mean, usually it's only that one section in the middle, but now we've extended it out to the right side, which, I mean, like, of course, I'm only a sophomore. We didn't have basketball last year. I've never seen that. You know, it's usually just that bullpen section, so.
You know, usually in that corner, you have the band.
Looked like there was a three. All right. Sorry, I couldn't really tell what happened there.
Me neither.
Look, just a little. All right, so here we go. 3 minutes left in the third quarter. What do you think both teams need to do? As here comes a layup from Nano, and that is good. What do you think both teams need to do from here on out? I know we discussed it just a few minutes ago, but...
Well, seeing the score right now, the Dons have fallen back in the last couple of minutes, so
yeah,
I think they need to, again, start picking up the number of possessions, and then if they could drop a few threes, I think that would be good.
Yeah.
In addition,
and
like
right
we've
there,
been
yeah.
Reinforcing the less turnovers. We just saw one right there.
Oh. All right, yeah. So, it looks like St. Pat's has turned up their defense. You know, they're being way more aggressive, which is, I think, one of the big things that came out of the halftime is that, you know, in the first half of the game, you know, they were a little not lazy, but you know, they weren't showing as much effort as they are now. You know, they showed effort in the first half, but even now in the second half, you know, it's been even more. So let's see what they can do here on offense. As Thomas takes the ball in the middle. Nano out, number 25. Ryan Burt for the three. That is going to make it a 39-27 game. You know, ND hasn't made too many shots yet. Actually, I'm not even sure. Oh, looks like looking for a travel call. And it looks like there's going to be a 30-second timeout for Notre Dame. Looks like they need to calm themselves down, and we will be going off.
And we are back with 2 minutes and 10 seconds left to go here in the third. Shamrocks up by a pretty large lead, 39 to Don's 27, as the student section in the Don Dome continues to grow here.
Yeah, I mean, like I said, those seats are just filling in slowly, and it's great to see. You know, we haven't seen any basketball like this in a while. You know, this is one of the biggest rivalries in the state.
I would definitely say it's the biggest rivalry in Chicago, without a doubt.
Oh yeah, in Chicago, no doubt. But you know, when it comes to the state, it's just a pretty broad term, so you're not even sure. So many other rivalries that we probably don't know about, but I would say this is one of those. There's a turnover, which we have seen a lot of. Layden comes up with the ball. Thomas, spin move. Looked like the foul is called on Jason Fowler. I thought that might have been a travel.
You know what? That's what it looked like too.
Yeah. It looked like it might have been a travel, but I guess he got the foul call.
So with a minute and 38 left here in this quarter, and then another 7 minutes left to go in the fourth quarter.
That is correct.
What do you think the Dons are going to have to do fourth quarter to step this up to try and win this game?
Once again, limit turnovers, and I really think about you know defense. They just need to step up their defense. Right now, they're playing aggressive, but it's just they need that like just a little bit more. And force some more turnovers, you know. And if they can do that, they're going to win this game. As here comes another three, and that is airballed. That looked like a travel a double dribble.
And that one goes in Notre Dame's favor.
Double dribble by Culp. So maybe that's just what they need. If they could get off to a good run real quick, maybe get 4 points, 2 layups. I mean, they still have a quarter left. You know, they have plenty of time to play. So.
Maybe I was also thinking, like, even if they do turn the ball over, maybe, like, I know Jason Fowler is standing at a whopping 6'5".
Yeah.
If we could use his height advantage to try and block some of their shots, I think that will also help the Dons out quite a bit.
Yeah. Here comes a floater, just off. 50 seconds left here to play as Kevin Perez takes the ball up slowly so that, see what they can produce here. Into the corner.
Into the cheerleaders.
They just need to calm down right now. They're taking it a little too quickly, they're making bad passes, shooting themselves in the foot. That pass could have been good, but they just, he's playing a little a little too quick. He just needs to slow it down, make a better pass, and they still have the ball, possibly score.
Sure. Now that you bring that up, I think that this game is very fast-paced in general, basketball. And I think if the Dons probably should slow it down just a little bit.
Yeah, just to control the momentum. You can't be making crazy passes or anything.
That's what we saw in the second quarter. It slowed down from my vantage point just a little bit.
There's Jason Fowler. I think those are one of the first points of the quarter. As that was only 10 points, and it looks like going to be a foul. Sorry, couldn't catch who that was.
I'm sorry?
That's how many people we have.
We currently have 1,636 people in the Don Dome out of 2,000 for the max capacity. So we are near the max.
Yeah, but there's still plenty of seats, so
Oh, of course there's plenty of seats.
1 second left, the shot, and he drains it. As that is going to make it a 41-29 St. Patrick's lead.
We'll be back with the fourth quarter in just a minute. And we are back just like that with the fourth quarter.
I like
Shamrocks
that
up 41 to the Dons 29.
I like that saying. And we're back just like that.
And we're back just like that. Had to do
we'll hear that on future broadcasts, won't we?
Oh, I'm sure we will. Gotta say, before we start the fourth quarter here, a big shout out to the Resurrection cheerleaders and Regina, I believe, as well.
Yeah.
They've done a great job, and we have not mentioned them, so I figure give a quick mention to them.
Gotta give credit to everyone,
Oh, yeah.
As St. Pat will inbound the ball. Oh, boy, I'm excited.
We saw a friendly exchange of words between both student sections on our break.
Mind you, this is only JV, so I can't even imagine varsity as there comes. There's a blocked shot. Now, Dons need to, just protect the ball and shoot well. And here comes a drive, and that's going to be a foul. Looks like maybe number 24, Harper Krolak. Yes, that was correct. So here comes Jason Fowler to the line for 2 shots.
If he gets both of these, we can be 31 to 41.
Which is 10 points, which in my head, I think that's 5 layups. I know it's easier said than done, but I see drains the first one.
Or 3 3-pointers and 1 free throw.
Yeah, that works too.
Or 5 layups. Many combination options here.
5 jump shots. 3 half-court shots and a free throw.
5 3-pointers would be nice too.
And that is off to the left. Yeah, of course it's off the rim.
Off the iron rim.
Here comes St. Pat's. Taken out to the corner. Thomas at the top with the key. Krolak. As it looks like there's going to be a double team now. And that's going to be a turnover. And that's exactly what you said they needed. You know, the Dons need to step up their defense, and right there they just double team, you know, kind of at the wing position.
And got the turnover in their favor.
Exactly. So maybe maybe you were right. I'm not saying that you're always wrong, but you know, that's exactly what they need.
I was wrong 20% of the time on my U.S. history final.
Oh, wow. That is going to be blocked, out of bounds, and be ball. 6 minutes left here, minute played so far, as both of these student sections are now standing. You know, they're sitting majority of the first half, you know, but you know, they got to get ready for this varsity game coming up. Ingles takes it to the lane and gets the floater to go. Maybe this is the momentum the Dons needed. Full court press here. As that's going to be a turnover. Oh! And a foul is called. I don't know about that one. Didn't look like there was a foul, but hey, I mean, we always miss something, so.
After all, it's the ref's decision, not ours.
Yeah, exactly.
We're just here to tell you what's going on.
Yeah. Just in case for some reason you can't see on your screen what's happening, we just tell it to you through words. As the Shamrocks are going to be inbounded under the hoop, out to the corner, back to the top. We've seen that a lot of passing from both teams, and that number 20, Declan O'Malley.
Look at that, we've seen a couple turnovers now go Notre Dame's favor.
Exactly, so you know, they just need to convert on offense here, which, like I've said, we've seen them do that already, so.
3 3-pointers in this game is tied up here, so
exactly.
We'll see what Ingles can do.
Here goes the three from Kevin Perez,
and there we go! What did I tell you?
Oh, wow. As here comes a press. Looks like they're going to break out of it as they take it out. Oh, and that's going to be a tip and save. Here comes Ingles up the floor. Oh, and it looks like they might need to slow it down. Oh, and a lazy turnover. But even though they did turn over the ball, that was a great possession. Quick three and then steal down the court.
That's what we need to see more of, because now the score is only 41-35. The Dons are getting closer.
6 points, yeah, exactly.
Another play or two like this, and we're right back in it.
All right, we will be back after the
break. And we are back from our break. 5 minutes, just about 5 minutes left here to go in the game. We saw some great plays to start the fourth quarter, to say the least. Just like we had talked about, what we need to see, and the Dons are delivering.
Yeah, I mean, that's exactly what you said needed to happen, and so far they're executing it. I mean, I don't know if you're a wizard or something, because you just predicted basically what you just said in that third quarter. I mean, it just happened on the floor, so.
Let's see. Let's make another bold prediction here.
Yeah, what do you think is going to happen? You seem to be pretty accurate tonight.
I have a feeling that there will be a turnover here in the next 20 seconds, and the Dons will score another point of some sort. Right. So whether it's a 2 or 3.
4:40 is left on the clock. Let's see if that's correct. A lot of passing at the top of the key, it looks like.
Very, very fast pace.
Yeah, looks like they're just trying to pass the ball around.
And I was wrong on this prediction.
Hey, it's fine. Maybe this will get a turnover. Here comes Ryan Burt with the three. It's good. 44-35 now. Dons need a good offensive possession.
Let's see if they can gain
the momentum back. That's going to be a three.
And that is good.
Back-to-back threes from each team. That's going to be a timeout for Notre Dame. I mean, we'll just let you guys soak it in from here on out, so we'll be back after the break.
And we are back with 4:19 left to go here in the game. Shamrocks leading by 44 to the Dons 38. Like we said, we can go anywhere with this game.
Just depends. I honestly think just mostly on defense. So I say we just, within the last 2 minutes, if there's no timeout or anything, which there probably will be, I say we don't talk too much and just kind of let the viewers soak it in.
Let the student section do the talking for us.
Yeah. Thomas takes it to the middle, floater just off, gets his own rebound, and it's going to be a jump ball, and it's going to be Don's possession.
The student section likes that one.
Yeah. They'll probably be like that for the rest of this game, and I can't even imagine varsity.
Oh, yeah.
I'm so excited, though. Like I said, my first basketball game, of course, St. Pat's at home, so, commentating.
My first game as well, so far, so good. As Perez
gonna go to the corner. That's gonna be a turnover by Kevin Perez. As here comes the Shamrocks.
Three minutes and 30 seconds left to go.
There's no foul there, and it looks like they're going to slow down the pace a bit. Hey, that looked like this. Yeah, I was going to say that looked like a foul, a bit of reach in there, so they do get the call. And all right, so that'll be St. Pat's fourth foul. Don's with 5.
Not too bad though.
Yeah, but, it's got to be careful of bonus. That's the only thing here is that you can't do it too early because, that's just free throws then, so.
Is Ingles to Perez now.
Cross the court.
Federico.
Nothing there on the baseline as he gets it out.
Back to Perez.
Back to Federico. Correa for 3. Just off. With 3 minutes left here to play. This is going to be a close one. Dons are going to need to start making, their shots. Make sure they can stay tough on defenses. Here comes a 3 from the corner, and it's short. And Raya with the rebound. As Ingles takes it up, once again controlling the pace of this game, at least for the Dons' offensive side. And that
is a turnover to St. Pat's.
That looks like a bad pass. Oh, and they call it a blocking foul with the and 1. Oh, sorry. No N1. Sorry about that. Just a shooting foul. Looked like oh no, I was right. For the N1, as he made the basket. I wasn't paying attention to that. I was trying to look at the ref to see if
in a mess. Timeout here.
All right, we will go head off the break.
we are back with 2:36 left in the game. The Shamrocks leading by 8, 46-38. I'm telling you, that turnover that we saw, that got Pats to go from 44 to 46. It's plays like that. Well, we can't really afford those kinds of plays at all, but it's inevitable they'll happen. But especially with this much left in the game and this being such a big level game, definitely not what you want to see.
As Thomas misses the free throw, Don's ball, 2 minutes, 30 seconds left here to play. They're going to need to make a big shot here if they're going to want to. And there's another turnover, which is not what we need right now. As Thomas on the fast break loses it, back out, and it looks like they're just going to start to pass it around and try to waste time, you know. And they're going to start to double team. See what the Dons can do here on defense. Of course, they're trying to force a turnover, but if they have to resort to fouling, they will. Here comes the three, in and out. Ingles with the rebound.
As he brings it up the court, they're going to have to do something right here.
Nice move there. And another turnover. That's 3 in a row for him. As they're going to bring it slowly up the court. You know, just try to waste time. Almost a steal there. Cross court. That's going to be out of bounds. That's going to be Don's ball. No timeout.
101 seconds left to go here in the game.
Yeah, it's going to be kind of a ball. You know, if the Dons get one more turnover, you know, it might be kind of like the end of it. But if you know, they can convert here and then play good defense, you know, they'll be in good shape. Hopefully to win this game.
They're not completely out of this game yet.
Yeah,
There's
exactly.
still time. You see Devin French looking for an opening. It looks like he finds Purnell. Back to French. And that is out of bounds.
4 turnovers in a row. Not what ND needed right there. St. Pat's will inbound it with a full court press going. And that looks like that's going to be a steal, and it's off to St. Pat's. Smart play there, but do they have enough time to come back? I think they do. You know, they got to be quick with it, of course, but smart play to get the ball back there.
I agree. You know, we could see something go down. You know, like, for example, going back last year, I know it was a varsity game, but Louis Lesman's buzzer beater from half court.
Yeah.
We could see something like that. That could get the Dons the game.
Another turnover.
Never mind.
Which is, I think, maybe 6 in a row?
5?
5, 6, I don't know. Definitely not what they want. Let's just say that. And it looks like they're just going to play the passing game once again. They're going to have to force a turnover. And Thomas with the layup. It's good. Shamrocks with a 10-point lead. 50 seconds left here to play. Ingles takes it to the middle. Perez with the layup. Off.
That is another turnover. 35 seconds left.
Here comes a pass. Turnover by St. Pat's. And this looks like they got to do something with it quickly. And they're going to call a foul on that play. A reaching foul on Thomas.
28 seconds left to go.
Yeah, I mean, they're going to need to get, let's see, they need to get like 3 threes basically. That's all they can do. And then hope for a layup. They're going to have to, you know, get it here quickly, you know, steal the inbound, and, you know, they just got to do everything really quickly, of course. It's possible, but
not looking the best.
They got to go quickly.
The odds are not in their favor, but they are trying.
As Perez makes the layup. Timeout, Notre Dame.
We will be right back. And we are back. 18 seconds left here to go.
Shamrocks with an 8-point lead. I don't know what Indy's play here is going to be.
But
it's got to be stealing quick three.
They're on the drawing board for sure, figuring this out.
Of course.
We're going to have to see, at this point, going back to everything I've re-emphasized, at this point they can't afford any turnovers whatsoever.
Yeah, and they need to force turnovers and then not, of course,
give
any up. As Indy has 6 fouls, Shamrocks with 5, you know. They just got to worry about bonus because, of course, they're going to start fouling here. That's the only way they can, risk just. That's really the only way. Just fouls.
We'll see what happens here. The last few seconds. And the clock is going.
Looks like he's going to be out of bounds, which made the 3-pointer, but called out of bounds. That was kind of funny.
If that counted, would have been a big help.
As here comes, and they get the ball.
Get the turnover.
Got to go for the 3. The 3 from Ingles.
It's good.
And that's going to be a timeout for Notre Dame, which is a good call because, St. Pat's could have taken all the time in the world they wanted on the baseline.
We'll be right back. And we are back once again.
Yeah, so I was talking this over the break. Yeah, the way I can think about it is, what the Dons have to do here to get the quick 5 points in 9 seconds. Steal off the inbound right here, either a layup or a 3, preferably a layup, just because that's safe and that puts them within 3 points. And then they'll have to call another timeout quickly to stop the clock.
Steal it again,
and off the inbound and go for 3. Yeah. That's the only way. I mean, they could try to foul, but, they can't really risk that right now.
9.9 seconds left here. Yeah, this could get very intense right here.
Yeah, this is a great game. I mean, no matter the outcome, it's still been a great game. And it looks like they're going to dribble it out. Foul, 6 seconds left to play. That is going to be Indy's 7th foul, which puts St. Pat's in bonus. So if he hits these, that might be the end of the game. And it looks like, they're only giving one guy down on the paint. There are 3 guys, I should say,
We'll have to see what happens right here, and I think this play right here will.
We see Devin French in the corner of their side, as he drills the first one. It's going to make it a 6-point lead with 6 seconds left. Riot goes down to the corner.
We'll see what happens right here. If he makes
this, that might be the dagger. And he missed. 5-4. They're going to have to shoot. Call timeout. Sorry, I got excited. I thought they might have had time and been able to call a timeout at the end.
But it looks like the clock beat them to the job.
Yeah.
So the final score here for the sophomore game, 49 Shamrocks, 46 Notre Dame Dons. An unfortunate loss, but it was battled super hard on both sides.
Still a great game.
Nonetheless, great student section out here supporting. Great job to the cheerleaders. Caden, great job. Caden Frawley will be back with the varsity game. Andrew Dobek, myself, will be signing off. Good night. Caden Frawley and Danny Berg back with the varsity game.
And welcome. It's the game of the year. It's the game of all of the games. It's Notre Dame versus St. Patrick. Welcome everyone to easily the best game of the entire basketball season.
Oh my gosh.
And boy, did we just witness a fun one. And the sophomore game. Welcome everyone. It's Danny Burke, it's Caden Frawley, and it's St. Patrick and Notre Dame.
I'm back after maybe 5 minutes of break.
We're getting right back into it. The game's going to start in about 10 minutes.
I love it. I mean, yeah, this energy has been crazy. You know, the JV game was loud. So, like, this varsity game, you know, it was the players were running out, and I couldn't even hear myself think. That's how loud this was.
So, this is a conference game, obviously. Both teams playing in the East Suburban Catholic Conference. So, let's take a look at some of the implications for tonight's game. Here's the conference slate for this evening. Outside of St. Pat's and Notre Dame, St. Vitus playing Marion Central, Bennett playing Carmel, and Joliet Catholic playing Mariners. That Bennett Carmel game is going to be an interesting one. Follow along with Nazareth and Marion Catholic will be playing tomorrow afternoon. But there is some decent conference implications here. Dons are currently 2-0. Pats is 1-1. Pats wants to get off on a better foot after a very tough loss to Naz on the road just a week ago. And the Dons looking to pick up in conference play after what should not have been a 1-point win over Joliet Catholic.
That game was a little, you know, sketchy. just you know, when they played. You know, that's what you to see that it shows that maybe they just had a bad game and they'll be back to
So now, let's take a look at the history of the rivalry. The last 8 times that these two teams have met, this is what we got. Last year was the game of no fans. It was a 7-point Notre Dame lead. But if you look up and down, this graphic, there's only been one, if you want to call it blowout type of game. That was 2 years ago when these two teams met here. It was a 15-point game. But you look up and down, 7 points, 2 points, 1 point, 4 points. These games have always been close. If that JV game was anything telling, ending in a 3-point game, that buzzer beater 3-pointer that ended up not meaning anything. This game is going to be very, very interesting to watch because of how close these two teams play.
Exactly. And the last time I was here, of course, was the 2020 game. I went as an 8th grader with all my friends. Oh my gosh, it was a close game. You know, I loved watching that game. But then, you know, we got games a couple of years ago. That one buzzer beater for them in 2015. They could have won by 6 half, won by 1 point. That just shows us how much
Yeah, the free throw wins by Pats. I think it was 3 years ago at their place. They had a buzzer beater 4 years ago, and he was here. This rivalry is very rich. It's been back and forth. But if you look at this again, it has been back and forth the last couple of years. Dons currently have a 2-game win streak. Before that, Pats had a 2-game win streak going. So the Shamrocks trying to get this rivalry back, but the Dons trying to keep that win streak going.
It's going to be a great game. You know, watching both of these teams, they're pretty equal. You know, they both play great defense, can execute on offense. Anything about, you know, St. Pat's is that they just don't have too many big men in the game. So if that's the only flaw, really.
Sorry about that. We just had a very nice conversation with one of the local fans. I would expect that throughout the night. But, you know, as Caden was saying, we're talking about big men. That brings us to something very interesting tonight. Tamaris Brown, probably the heart and soul of this St. Patrick team, is not active tonight. He's one of their best players. He's been 3-4 year varsity player, and he's a 3-4 year varsity player, and he's not playing tonight. But you know, now you got to turn things over to guys like Elijah Breland, Bryant Hundley, Brandon Adorno. The supporting cast has got to come up tonight for the Shamrocks.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, it's just, it's all about the extra support they have on the bench, that they can fill in these roles to play big games like this.
And when you talk about big games like this, there's only 4 players that have played in this rivalry before on the varsity level. Tamaris Brown, Sergio Rivera, Sonny Williams, and Mac Ross.
Yeah, I mean, that even though it's only 4 players, they clearly have the most experience, so they'll know how to, what to do in the how do I say, stressful situations, maybe end of the game, close game, they'll know how to handle it the best. So we might see them get the ball a lot tonight.
And for Notre Dame, last year, they had 3 guys go D1, 1 guy go D2 for baseball, and Sonny Williams.
Yeah.
4 seniors and 1 sophomore. Sonny Williams, he just got left all by himself. What's he going to do? Well, first he gets Mac Ross back. He was out for more than half the season last year with an ankle injury. And then he goes to the transfer portal, and he picks up 5 guys. And now an eligible transfer from last year, so 6. Not to mention that Anthony McGee and Connor Moselle have now gone into starting roles. And probably the biggest name of all the transfers, Bryce Coleman, has taken over this offense.
Yeah, he's been dominating for the past games that they had, especially the Loyola game. He was probably one of the biggest factors, just creating easy shots in the paint. That's what they're going to need to win this game too, especially against Loyola. I remember just because it was some of the stressful situations that I was talking about. And, he was able to execute, so that's why, he's one of the most important players on the floor.
But you look at some of these other transfers, and 2 of the big names that have really been getting a lot of playing time is Sherrod Dent and Stefan Chichik. Especially Stefan, who's been playing a lot in the paint. Yeah. He's been getting some huge points. And the Dons have they've been really, really good in that part of the court. So it's something that we're going to have to watch this evening is how well Stefan plays in the paint, how much Bryce is crashing, and how that dictates the rest of this offense.
So, I'm excited. Like I said, this is my first time doing a basketball game. Not even just this year, but ever. I've only done soccer and football so far, and honestly, I think I know basketball the best out of those 2 sports. So
that's the Bergen Farley podcast. We're right back. We're back.
Yeah, can't be doing that today though.
Well, we're still going to call it that. But
sure. Yeah.
Now we have to turn around and the atmosphere.
Exactly.
If you stuck around with us during the JV game, you would have never have thought that it was a JV game.
Yeah, exactly. Every single point, within in the second half, the crowd went crazy, and you'd think it's a varsity game, like you said. It had the energy of a varsity basketball game.
And it's something that you're really not going to find anywhere else. Like, you have the rivalry games, Taft and Lane, Evanston, New Trier, and the list goes on, but nothing, I've never seen anything beat the atmosphere of a Notre Dame St. Patrick game, no matter what sport it is, but particularly basketball.
Yeah, so I just have one question. So, of course, you've been here longer than me. Have you ever seen the student section go out like that far into the
I have not.
section?
I was here my freshman year. The bullpen had only gone into those middle 2 sections.
Yeah, that's what I was saying
where that
before.
far right section, right under the scoreboard, that's where the band was. But the band is not here tonight because they don't start playing until second semester. And currently, we're not in any semester. It's winter break.
Yeah.
So, happy Christmas.
Yeah. Great way to start it off.
Honestly. So we got about almost time to get things started. We're going to turn things over to public address announcer, Mr. Mike Marisi. We will be back with you after the starting lineups.
Good evening and welcome to Notre Dame. If everyone could stand for a prayer by the president of Notre Dame, Mr. Shea Boyle. Please stand for prayer. On behalf of Notre Dame, I would like to welcome everybody tonight. It's great to be back together in our gym.
My name is Shay Boyle. I'm the president here at Notre Dame. I'm grateful for the opportunity tonight to gather with you. 2 great schools, 2 great basketball programs, 2 great coaching staffs, 2 great traditions. On behalf of President Santucci, Mr. Bafago, Mr. Tully, and myself, we urge and encourage everybody tonight to represent our schools well. Thousands of people are tuned in watching this game. Thousands of future students are watching behavior tonight. So I ask everybody, please cheer for your school. Please show sportsmanship. Please be classy as we can be. So let's have fun. Let's go into the Christmas holidays with a great spirited battle tonight. I want to thank the Niles Police for being here tonight. I want to thank our Notre Dame security team as well. And thank you for participating in our food drive tonight. Let us pray. Lord Jesus, Master of both light and darkness, send your Holy Spirit upon preparations for Christmas. We who have so much to do and seek quiet spaces to hear your voice each day. We who are anxious over many things look forward to your coming among us. We who are blessed in so many ways long for the complete joy of your kingdom. We whose hearts are heavy seek the joy of your presence. We are your people, walking in darkness, seeking the light. To you we say, come Lord Jesus. And finally, in a special way, let's remember Johnny O'Malley. Let's keep him in our prayers. Please rise. Stay standing for the national anthem.
Oh my. Wow. I don't think I've ever seen that many cameras for a starting lineup before. That was wild.
It's like the NBA Finals down there.
Right? So
you can tell it's been like 2 years.
That was electric. But one of the big things is you didn't know this. Bryce Coleman's not starting tonight. It's Stefan Chichik getting the start.
I'm kind of wondering why. I don't know if that's maybe just a change, or if maybe he's sore for something and he just might as well try to keep him out. Like Bryce Coleman, try to keep him out.
Time to turn it over to the bullpen. Take it away, boys. That's got to be the loudest ole I've ever heard in my life. My goodness.
Oh, my gosh.
Wow.
I'm so happy to be able to do this.
Well, we got a basketball game going on. Yeah. McGee's going to kick back over to Mac Ross. We'll find McGee again in the corner, and an early foul going to be called. And this one's going against Nico Soriano.
I don't even know what to say. That was crazy. Like, I was trying to talk, and then you're just like, hey,
I've
don't
never
talk.
seen an environment like that. I was about to say, these guys are ready to explode, and boy, did they. That was absolutely epic.
I think it's that extra section over there.
Easily.
Gives it more.
Adorno guarded well by Williams, who will kick back over to Sergio Rivera. Finding Adorno in the corner, and now we'll find Andrew Ayeni. And this is classic St. Patrick, kicking it around. 3-point try for Soriano, and buries it. And St. Patrick strikes first. Pitch and catch here from Ross and Williams. McGee back to Ross. More movement. Finds Williams again. Ross back to McGee for three. Off the rim, but Chichik with the rebound. Moselle in and out. Chichik again with the rebound, but gets it stolen away by Ayeni.
Yeah, that's going to be a big thing. Rebounding. Got to make sure they get those offensive rebounds, and especially on defense. They can't be giving up stupid rebounds like we'll probably see later in the game at least once. They just got to make sure they, hold on to every single ball they get from the rebound.
We're going to let a lot of the student sections do the talking tonight. There you go again. This is an environment we haven't seen in high school basketball in a very long time, and we want you at home to experience it as much as we are. Williams a little short from three. 2 minutes in, we've only gotten 3 points so far. It was Soriano from the corner. In and out there from Ayeni. Yeah. Our vision is a little impaired tonight. We're trying.
I'd rather have that than nobody sitting in front of us. So I'd rather have a packed gym like
big
this.
Improvement from last year. The last game played in this gym was the Dons versus Maine South, and nobody was here as Moselle rims it off, and Chichik not able to hold on to it. Soriano comes up with a rebound.
Yeah, they're going to need to limit turnovers too. I think that's one of my big factors. Here comes a three.
3-point try, good for Adorno.
Yeah, limiting turnovers is going to be a big thing. They're both very good offensive and defensive teams. It really just depends about how smart they play. They can execute, but it's just about the moves they make.
I've heard these student sections be loud before, but it hasn't been like this in a very long time, and boy, is it good to have it back. Kicks to Moselle. Ross has it in the corner. Now we'll send to the other side. Williams drives, and the Dons are on the board. Sonny Williams for two. One of the interesting things here tonight is both teams sporting some new uniforms. The Dons got a redesign. They look a little bit more like the football uniforms. Pats has a little more access to his side, and there's a tip. 6-2 Shamrocks lead. We're halfway through the first. Ross with a tip. And did McGee keep it in? He did not step out of bounds.
Yeah, I couldn't tell if that was a foul there. Didn't look like it, but I don't know. It's hard to tell from up here. You know, the players might have felt something different.
It's been a wild start so far with how much this environment has been tonight.
Yeah, by the second chant that the student section does, you can't even hear yourself.
There's another one. Williams in transition. Not able to get it, but a foul is called, and it's against the Dons. Foul is called on Chichik, and the Shamrocks will take over. Couple subs coming in. It is Bryce Coleman is checking in along with Sherrod Dent. We've also got E.J. Breland, and we have one more Shamrock check-in. We did not catch who it was, but the Dons, one of their big men, Bryce Coleman, one of those new transfers, checking in. Adorno with the spin move. Finds Ayeni in the corner. In and out, and Williams with the rebound.
That's just unlucky right there. I mean, that was a good shot, too. I mean, they created an open shot.
Perimeter movement, and Moselle just airmailed that one. We are going to have a timeout, but we are going to stick around. Over the past couple of weeks, there have been some terrible disasters taking place in the Midwest and in Kentucky. American Red Cross asks, if you can, please donate $10. You can text tornadoes to 90999 to help the American Red Cross Southern and Midwest Tornadoes Relief Funds. I mean, I don't really know what to say. Some of those images are just absolutely staggering watching them over the past week or so. It's been hard to look at all that. It takes your breath away. Yeah. When you see all that. And it's out of season too. Like, you don't expect tornadoes to be hitting in this time of the year. I mean, it's just heartbreaking.
Devastating, yeah.
Prayers go out to all those affected. You're with us here at Notre Dame. We want to thank all of you joining us here tonight, whether you're a fan of the Dons or the Shamrocks or a basketball fan in general. You got the right game on tonight. This is the game in the state of Illinois. You're not going to find anything better than this.
Yeah, especially with this matchup this year. Like I said earlier, they're two pretty even teams. They can execute on offense. They can play defense very well, force turnovers. It's really just about how they execute and if they can. As we've seen a couple turnovers from the Dons so far, which is what they will need to limit the most, of course. It's just can't be making stupid mistakes like that. It just has to be, point by point. Got to make sure that you keep possession every single time.
It's a 6-2 Shamrocks lead thus far. Points have been at a premium. Just 3 made baskets, 2 from Adorno and 1 from Williams, and that's been it thus far. Adorno is going to try another one and buries it. Brandon Adorno is on fire. And it's a 9-2 St. Patrick lead.
Yeah, like I said, right now St. Pat's is executing on offense. 9 points within the first, 3.5 minutes? That's what they need to keep doing all game.
Ross dishes to Williams. Dent's going to try a 3 and puts it down. Sherrod Dent puts a dent into that St. Pat's lead, and it's a 4-point game.
There we go. Maybe that's the momentum they needed right there.
We got a We Love Sherrod chant going on, and a foul called. They're going to get Bryce Coleman on that one for a shooting foul. That's a tough foul to take.
Yeah, it looked like there might have been a travel beforehand. I'm not sure. Looked like there might have been a travel, but I guess the foul came first, so.
While we have a minute, we do want to advertise. We got a couple alumni that are going to be hopping on with us in a little bit. Class of 2020, Josh Lill, now at Nebraska, and class of 2019, Ryan Nelson, both in the building as a miss for the first shot from Ayeni. They're both going to be jumping on here in the second quarter, and we'll be taking you up until halftime. And boy, are we excited to have those guys back.
Yeah.
Ayeni misses both. Did forget to mention that Ryan Nelson is at Syracuse doing some great work in New York. So they're going to be taking you into the half once the first quarter comes to a conclusion. And we do also want to advertise what's coming up during halftime, because that's actually not too far away when you look at it.
Yeah.
The Notre Dame yeah, it does. The Notre Dame cheerleaders have a very, very impressive routine coming up, and then it's back. The spike ball challenge between the Dons and the Rocks. It's here. It's returned. Moselle dishes to Coleman.
Nice move. Spin move in the paint right there. Like I said, this is the momentum that Notre Dame needed if they want to stay within, the 10-point game. 5
unanswered. It started from a 3 from the corner from Sherrod Dent, and then an easy layup there by Bryce Coleman. From the corner is Jamal Keys and buries it. 3-point layup is where the Shamrocks live. They've hit 4 of them in the first quarter, and it's a 5-point game.
Yeah, if they keep that up, they're going to be doing some great things this game.
They're going to cause some insane damage. Ross, back to Dent. Williams kicks. Williams back to Dent. 3-point try. No good. Three-point attempt. No good.
Nice move there. It looks like
we are having some problems with our tech right now. It is a 12-7 Shamrocks lead. We're not able to update any of our scores right now, as a lot of tech in one area is not very helpful. And there's a foul call, Dent.
No, that looked like all ball to me. Not sure.
If I'm not down there with the when the quarter's over, kill it. Gonna have to.
Yeah, I don't know. That was a close one. Really could have went either way.
Give it a minute. It's a recovered document. You'll have to quit the application and start it back up again. And the first one falls. It's now 13-7 as our stuff decides it still does not want to work. Which means I might be heading off when the quarter's, well, I will be heading off when the quarter's over anyway, so I guess it doesn't really matter.
Yeah, we got it all planned out.
We're trying.
No one rebounding for St. Pat's. You don't usually see that this early in the game, as Rivera makes a second free throw. That's going to give the Shamrocks a 7-point lead. And we need to see what the Dons could do here to gain their momentum back.
And Caden Frawley's going to take it the rest of the way.
All right, I had a feeling that was going to be. Over there. All right. Sorry about that. As there's a nice three-pointer. Macross with the 3. A last-second attempt, and that is going to take us with a 17-7 score going into the second quarter. I will be back in the third quarter.
Welcome back on YouTube Live, the ND Media crew here in Niles, Illinois, as it is one of the best rivalries in high school basketball here in Illinois. I am Joshua alongside Ryan Nelson, both alumni. Ryan, class of 2019, and Joshua here, class of 2020. We are pursuing media in college, and we could not be happier to be back here with you. So St. Pat's with the drive. Kick out there, Sonny Williams on defense to Mac Ross. It is being swung around. There goes St. Pat's. It's driven by Soriano. Missed by Mac. Rebound by Mac Ross. Ross drives it. Cutting into the lane. He hits it to the corner. There's the three. Air ball. And rebounded by Chichi. No, excuse me. That is Jake Georgioulis on the rebound and a foul drawn.
Yeah, Georgioulis there, just able to get down low, grab the rebound off the board there. Kind of something you need with Chichich on the bench. You need someone to step up in the middle of the floor, and Georgioulis is doing that.
And the best part about it, Ryan, is you got to be able to box out. And Georgioulis is someone coming off the bench. A lot of guys don't want to box out. They just want to go, go, go. And Georgioulis is willing to do the dirty work down there. And he just gets a bucket at the free throw line. 17-8 is your score with 7:09 left to play in the second quarter.
Georgioulis, the 6'2 senior out of Algonquin Middle School.
Misses that free throw there, almost corrals the rebound. Not the case there. Rebounded by Ordano, and it's taken up the court by A.J. Thomas. Here's Thomas, the lefty, dribbling up the court, guarded by Williams, one of the best on-ball defenders there is right now. There's the drive by Hanley. It's kicked out. Giving back to Thomas. And there's Ayene. Back over to Hanley. It's out to Dogler. And Notre Dame's defense is suffocating. They are not letting them one bit into the paint. They're going to force the three-point shot here. Here's Sonny Williams. Moves put on by Thomas. Here's the three by St. Pat's. It's a miss by Ordano. Rebounded by Anthony McGee, the senior.
One thing, Josh, those guys on St. Pat's, if you give them open threes, they're going to hit them.
And they are used to that. And for Notre Dame, St. Pat's runs a 1-3-1. And that allows you to shoot threes, and Sonny Williams capitalizes right there. My goodness.
That's something Notre Dame needs to do if they want to stay in this game. 17-11 right now. They need to hit the three ball more if they want to stay in this.
The size is not there for Notre Dame. They are not going to be able to drive it on a 1-3-1. With 6:05 left to play here in the second quarter, it's going to come down to three-point shooting. Here is St. Pat's. Soriano kicks it out to Thomas. Thomas drives on Williams. Williams almost hacking. The spin. Oh, he traveled from Niles to Lakeshore Drive. That is no good. Notre Dame basketball.
Yeah, that's the small things here in the second quarter so far. The Shamrocks have not been able to play some clean basketball. That's allowing Notre Dame to get back in this game.
Moselle and Williams playing a little hot potatoes. They cross the half court. 5:45 left to play here in the second quarter. There is Ross, Luke Heidersbeck in the corner, kicks it out to McGee. There's Heidersbeck, fakes the pass. Great on-ball defense by A.J. Thomas. Out to Connor Moselle. Moselle can do it all. He's had a big growth spurt up to 6'5". There's Sonny Williams. A.J. Thomas on him. Williams the drive. The kick. Moselle in the corner. No good. Rebounded by Williams on the glass. Between three defenders. Oh! Easy money, Sonny Williams.
When you get the chance to make a basket down low, if you're Notre Dame, you have to take it. Again, that 1-3-1 is not going to let you go down there often. You have to take advantage of it.
But with Sonny Williams down there, that's free cheese. Oh, and a friendly bounce. And when I say friendly, I mean best friendly by Andrew Ayene. The junior, 6'3", gets a kind bound off the rim. So here's Williams. Throws it cross court to McGee, and you can see that 1-3-1. You are not allowed to penetrate towards the paint. Luke Heidersbeck out to McGee. McGee to the corner. There's Williams. Charge on the play.
You know, Anthony McGee right there, he ran right over Ayene. Good job on the defensive side by him and offensively as well.
Yeah, it just comes down to keeping your control out there. You got to be able to see the court through.
And that's the one thing, too, with this 1-3-1, it's often hard to read it. You had Sergio Rivera up there at the top of the key before in the game. Now you had another guy up there for St. Pat's. Now, at this point, you know, it's not easy to get this offense going, and Notre Dame needs to do it.
Here's St. Pat's. 19-13 is the score. Again, Joshua and Ryan Nelson here at the Don Dome in Niles, Illinois. 4:30 left to play here in the second quarter. There's the speedy Luke Heidersbeck on on-ball defense. The drive and the kick out for St. Pat's. The shot by Sergio Rivera. And nothing but net there. More like nothing but air there.
You know what? The Notre Dame fans are not going to let them hear the end of that.
Notre Dame's student section is ruthless. Let's understand that. You come in to play at the Don Dome, whether you're playing on a Saturday afternoon at 2 o'clock or a Friday night in prime time like this is right here, Ryan Nelson, it's not easy.
And you have to know, Josh, too, St. Pat's brings this just as big of a student section, but Notre Dame is still drowning them out.
Here's McGee on the near side over the Dons writing on the court. Trying to drive and kick. There's McGee, drives it. There's Ross, fading over, back to Mosley, over to Ross. Ross for three, no good. Rebounded by Williams, and he kicks it back out to Anthony McGee. McGee out to Ross. Ross back out to Mosley. Mosley driving for the kick. Shot by Williams, no good. Rebounded by Chichi. No.
And a block.
And a big block.
Gosh. And it's going the other way.
Radio it.
This place is hopping. 3:36 left to play in the second quarter. We are going to have a stoppage of play. 19-13. The St. Pat's lead.